Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. I would like to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth, blessings, and safety to the Lord's elect. All right, and I'm going to title this video Isaiah 4:1 is going to hit hard, man. Isaiah 4:1 is going to hit hard. Expect to be stampeded by women. Expect to be stampeded by women. All right. Now, things are quote unquote still normal, what these people call it. And, I have already gotten over 5 calls, man, from women that I dealt with years ago. Okay. And a few women knew about the truth. All right. And they decided to leave. I'll just tell you about one situation, man. Well, I'll tell you about 2, man. I had a chick, man, and I was dealing. Everything was pretty cool, man. But she said that all I cared about was brothers and not her. And she wanted me to put her above the brothers. Okay. But then she'll say, "Oh, I don't expect you to put me before God, but at least your brothers," not knowing that the Heavenly Father and the Son and the brothers are all one entity, man. Not one entity, Shalakia. They're in a group. They're grouped together. Okay, the Heavenly Father, the brotherhood, the Heavenly Father, Son, they all grouped together, man. Okay, so hey, when I say, look, nobody comes before the Lord, the brothers is included with that, okay? They're included with that, So she decided to leave, man. Okay? She decided to leave. So, I had one chick, about three years into the truth. She was a pretty decent woman. And, I was being pretty much a lion in the house. As a man, we have accountability, and she decided to leave, but now she's calling back, asking 4 years later, 5 years later, what really 6 years later, she's asking, is it possible that we can get back together? And how she see what's taking place in the world and how, I was saying these things will happen. Now she wants to backpedal. Okay. I got a call from this other chick. "Oh, you've been on my mind so like crazy." And, now all of a sudden I'm on your mind like crazy. All right. Now you got to be wise too when dealing with these women, brothers, because, Satan can bring these women back around right now, man. And they could be a damn distraction. They could be a damn distraction, man. So I might entertain it, a little later, man. Okay. But right now, man, I got to lock in, man, and push the gas, And, a lot of these women, they chose to go back into the world, man. A lot of these women that brothers had, they had families, and they chose a career over a family. Okay? Now, their career is on a decline. A lot of these jobs are going to get rid of all their employees and shut down. Esau, okay, he pretty much forsook the Israelite woman, especially the damn black woman, the so-called black woman, okay? the simp game ain't the same. Okay? Things are starting to slow up, man. Now, these women, they want to return back to you. Now the ball is in your court. Like I said, me, man, I may entertain it later, okay? But see, right now, I gotta stay focused, man, But I want to open up with a quick precept. Isaiah 3 and 9. It says, "Rise up, ye women that are at ease, hear my voice. Ye careless daughters, give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless woman, for the vengeance shall fail, and the gathering shall not come," man. So, hey, the world isn't producing the same for these women as it once was, okay? See, these women had, DMs full of simps. They'll say, well, nigga, why would I have one man when I can have many? My body, my choice. Telling the man that he belonged to her and, all this madness, man. Okay? The so-called white man giving them goodies. But see, things ain't the same no more, man. They look out that window, it be darker now. It's not sunny with flowers growing, okay? Now these women want to return, man. And like I said, man, at least 5 women have called me in the past week asking if we can spark things back up, man. The same women that left me, they want to return right now. Right now, man. But see, when chaos is in the streets, man, no more working, the dollar collapsed, okay? The grid is shut. Man, brothers, it's going to hit hard, man. Let's jump up. Isaiah 3 and 2. Isaiah 32 and 2. A man shall be as a hiding place from the wind and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. So a man is going to be that hedge of protection. And not just any man, a man of the Lord, a man of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, a man of the elect, man. Just imagine being in the desert, and you've been walking for 5 hours, man, and you don't got no energy, and you just done, man. You drained out, you dehydrated, and you see a jug of water. The man of Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to represent that jug of water, man. The sun just cooking you, and you see a big, great rock, man, and behind that rock is shade, man. A man of Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to represent that gigantic rock, man. So you women are going to want to come back to your true nature, man. You're going to want to come back under the shadow of a man. But you wanted to be independent. You didn't need a man. Right? You don't want to be tied down to one man. See, all that shit going to go out the door, man. All right, let's get Isaiah 13 and 12. This is Isaiah 13 and 12. And it says, "I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than a golden wedge of Ophir," man. The Lord is getting ready to make us more precious than fine gold, brother. People are going to seek for us, man. They're going to seek to us, brothers. All right, you brothers out there, it may be, hard for you to get a woman. Maybe having trouble with, dealing, getting boxed. Or it's going to come easy, man, like taking candy from a baby. And I wouldn't even call it trouble, all right? Because if you ain't got a woman in this time, man, you're considered blessed, man, okay? Because, hey, man, these women are, like the scriptures say, man, you get a wife, man, you got trouble in the damn flesh. You ain't got no woman living under the same roof as you, brother, you're blessed, man. All right? You're blessed, man. You ain't got to deal with the shenanigans, man. Okay? But hey, man, these women are coming, brothers. And they're starting now. And don't get distracted by it, man. Keep your focus on the ministry, man. Okay? Keep your focus on the ministry. Keep your focus on pushing His word, man. Studying, reading, fellowshipping, praying, fasting. All right, and I'm speaking to myself first and foremost, man. All right, but hey, man, when Isaiah 4:1 hit, it's going to hit hard, man. Okay? Matter of fact, let's go to that. This is Isaiah chapter 4. Well, I'm going to start at chapter 3. And I'm going to read verse 25 in the NLT. It says, the man of the city will be killed with the sword, and her warriors will die in battle, man. See, a lot of men in America, they're going to get deleted. All right, some is going to go and get drafted. All right, some is going to willingly sign up, and they're going to go over there in the so-called Middle East, and they ain't going to return, man. A lot of men are going to die on this soil, man. There's going to be war within these cities in America, man. A lot of men are going to get deleted. All right. Verse 26 in the KJV, it says, and her gates shall lament and mourn, and she being desolate shall sit upon the ground. A lot of these women are going to be left alone, man. They're going to be left alone, and they're going to be seeking shelter. All right. They're going to be seeking shelter, man. Now let's go to Isaiah 4:1. Isaiah 4:1, it says, and in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man. 7 meaning completion. So it could be any amount of number. It could be 20, it could be 30, it could be 40, it could be 100. It says 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach, man. These women, they're going to, find their own food. They're going to get their own clothes. Look, man, they just going to want a deal, okay? They going to want to open those legs, man, and give it up, all right? See, now they'll take you through damn fire hoops. Got you jumping through fire rounds, man, to get to the box, man. You take a woman out, man, and, get her some nice food, and, she only eat the finest steak and the finest potatoes and drink the finest wine, and, put a little gas in her car, and then she come up with this excuse on why y'all can't talk no more. Okay? That woman is going to come back to you, man. Don't look, man, I'm telling you, brothers, man, Isaiah 4:1 is coming in full effect, man. All right? Like I said, I'm already experiencing, women hitting me up, man. Telling me how, what I was saying was correct, and, is it possible we can, date again, and, all this and that, man. All right? Instead of them calling, saying, look, man, I feel guilty for, walking out on you. I wish I would have never did it. I'm sorry. Please have mercy on me. They want to come with the snares and nets, man. The snares and bands. Yeah, you just been on my mind, and, I've been thinking about you, and, ever since I left you, I didn't deal with nobody else. It's just been me. All these damn lies, man. All right? Just to get back under you, man. They realized that it was foolish for them to walk out, man. The Lord gonna put the spirit on some of you brothers to have mercy, but a lot of these women, man, they gonna be that Micah 7:10, man. She that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her. Was said unto thee, where is the Lord thy power, man? All right? It talks about her being trodden down as the mire of the streets, man. Okay? But hey, Lord willing, this was edifying. I'm going to end giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Until next time, Shalom.